Thank you so much, Sufyan, for coming on my podcast. I know you were sick and you just pinged me in the morning that you were not well and you didn't even practice today, right? Because you were sick.
Yeah.
But still, you made up into my podcast. It means a lot to me, and it says a lot that you once you promised, you actually came. You made it happen. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nidhi. It's actually I should thank you because you drove all the way from Pune to Mumbai, and it's an honor for me to be here today.
Definitely, anytime. I mean, I got your time, so I had to come. I had to make it happen.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So to start with, Sufyan, I would like to ask your journey. What inspired you to become a cricketer? But at the same time, I know that you have, done your studies and you are very well. So what makes you decide? Okay, I want to be a cricketer.
Look, actually, when I started playing cricket, that was when my brother used to go to one of the parks nearby where we were staying. So it was just a passion for me to just go with him and just play. I was very young. I was like 10 years maybe. And my brother, in fact, my elder brother was the one who identified the talent in me. And he told me that I can see that talent in you, so you should play for your school team or, you should think about it. So first I tried for my school team and I was too young. I was like 12 or 13 and it was difficult for me because the cricket ball is hard and there's always a thing that you might get hurt, and my parents were always scared about it as well. But when I played for my school team, I was very good. I performed well, and then just went on. I got selected for the Oman under 15 team, then under 19 team, and then the senior team. I came to the senior team when I was 17 years old. So it's a long journey, and during that period I was performing regularly. So that's where it all started.
Isn't it? It was too difficult to manage both the things like studies at the same time, your passion for cricket as well.
Definitely, because my parents were always into this, that you have to make sure that you study, and that was your priority. Then only you'll get to play.
Otherwise,
Like how it is with every parent.
yeah.
So, but when I performed and when I was getting that limelight in our country, then they were a little bit lenient. Okay, fine, you play, but at the same time, don't miss out on your studies. So that's how it went. And now, honestly speaking, right now, after playing for so long and after so many achievements, they don't say anything. In fact, they just ask me, "Oh, how much did you score today? How many wickets did you get? Which tournament is coming up?" So they take interest now.
How impressive.
So, but initially, of course, it was difficult. There was a point where I could have given up, but no, I used to manage both the things together, living studies, and then I also remember one incident when I was having my board exams, and like I was in my college for the exam. Just an hour before the exam, I was playing cricket in my school, in the college field. Everybody was laughing at me. What are you doing? And then that was the amount of passion which I had in me. So, and
That speaks loud.
yeah, that's what is going on till now. It's the passion that takes you forward. I mean, I feel personally, yeah.
So, what was the deal breaker when actually people started recognizing you when it comes to cricket?
I think the first time when Oman qualified for the T20 World Cup, that was in 2016, and the World Cup was held in India. So our team had come to India, and India is a cricket crazy nation, and we went to Dharamshala. Our matches were over there, and that was, I think, the life-changing moment where people started taking interest in the game. And if you're playing in India, then definitely you get to people get to know you. And I remember the first match was against Ireland, and we won the match. And when I came back to the hotel, I had around 5 to 10,000 WhatsApp messages from unknown numbers. I did not know, really. That was like a point where I thought, like, today is the day where something has come. Yeah. So that was amazing.
You did something.
Yeah, that was the feeling, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. I can understand it would have been overwhelming and emotional moment for you.
Definitely. And I think if it was not held in India, that World Cup, it would have not been like this. But in India we got to,
Crazy.
people were crazy and they were like excited to see Oman for the first time. There's a country coming up and playing the World Cup, and they were curious to know the players, and some of them had Indian background, some of them had Pakistani background, some of them were like me who were Omani. So they were really curious to know who's playing in this team and and the best part is the first match itself we won. So there was a big buzz around the hotel, around the whole city that Oman team has come and first match of the World Cup they won. So if it was not held in India, I don't think it would have been like that. But because India is a cricket crazy nation, although all of these things, they fell into place when we won.
Definitely. What was your parents' response when you actually won the match?
Parents' response, of course, they were really happy and they were proud. And
Who was the first person?
because first when I started playing cricket, my dad used to say, "You're playing for Oman, and Oman will never play a World Cup or reach a certain stage, So no point of playing cricket. You play something like football because football is a famous sport in Oman." But I remember that line, and I told no. I think one day Oman will play. And when we played the first World Cup, I told him that see, this is the day I was waiting for. And now the best thing is after playing 2 World Cups for Oman has played 2 World Cups, and now this coming year they'll play the 3rd World Cup.
Awesome.
So now I see that the public interest is also growing, and even the football, the whole football community and the football fans, they're getting to know that there's a game cricket. They knew there was cricket, but they know that they're doing well. They played the World Cup. Sometimes in the newspaper articles they mention that cricket is doing better than football now. Football has not played a World Cup, but cricket has played 2 World Cups now. So we like that discussion going on.
I think cricket has more viewers, I would say.
Not in Oman, specifically in Oman, it's growing. Now it has grown to a good point, but initially the viewership was less. I mean, mostly it was football. But now, of course, in that particular region in Asia, cricket is a famous sport.
Yeah, when it comes to India, people say in India that cricket is not just a sport; it is an emotion.
It's a religion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in India, in South Asia and Southeast Asia, cricket is a famous sport. But in Gulf region, it is coming up now. I mean, it's growing up very quickly now because when your team does well, it automatically starts growing, and there's a buzz around the whole country that cricket is coming up. They're playing the World Cup. So it's all about how the team performs.
Absolutely. Since you mentioned that in Oman you have people from India as well,
Yeah.
and you have people from Pakistan, how's the atmosphere within?
The best thing is that not only in Oman, even in UAE national team, it is like that. And over there, it's really nice to see how both the origin players are gelling up well, and we don't even feel that we are from different countries because we know we are playing for one country.
Right.
All of the players. And in ICC there is a rule: after 3 years of residency in those countries, you can play for the country.
Acha.
Yeah. So that's why when Indian players and Pakistani players they play together, we honestly in my whole career I've never seen that there's a difference or how it is politically, but never seen in the sport in the sports field, never.
So it's all politics. In reality, people love each other.
Definitely.
And they wanna work for a goal.
Definitely.
And they have passion for cricket.
Definitely. Cricket is something, it's a sport that brings everyone together.
Yes.
We have seen in the past during the World Cup matches, India, Pakistan. We have seen if you go more in the past, we have seen the bilateral series. It promotes more love and friendship.
Absolutely. Since you have, played with a lot of cricketers. Sorry. Since you have played with a lot of cricketers, who is your favorite cricketer and who you look up to?
Honestly, I don't have any specific cricketer whom I like, but I enjoy watching few of the batsmen and few bowlers because I'm a left-hand batsman. I like to watch Yuvraj Singh, Suresh Raina, and Virat Kohli, of course, and Chris Gayle. So I like watching good cricket and good batsmen. So it may be anyone. And if you speak about bowlers, there are many: Wasim Akram, Wakai Younis, Lot of ball. I mean, I enjoy, I don't have anyone specific. I just like to watch the game, and I like to see players who are doing well in the game. That's it.
Okay. So, see, we can see whatever is happening on the ground, but to make this conversation little funnier, or maybe you can say lighter, I wanna know the story behind. What do you have some story which you can share with us, like fun stories? How do you know, keep up the fun and energy in the team?
See, it's very important to have fun as well during tours. When we go for tours, if you just think about the matches, and if you just think about you know about your upcoming matches, and when you're not playing or when you're in the hotel, it adds additional pressure. So to have fun, sometimes players just hang out together. I remember an incident. There was a teammate of mine. We were in Kenya, I think so.
Okay.
And I had my vice captain with me. I told him that today let's do a prank. So I just called his room, and I told him that I'm calling from the reception, and your laundry is ready. You can come and take. And he said first he was like, I did not give any laundry. I told you have a bill of around 15,000 Indian rupees, you can say. Yeah. So can you please come down? He's saying, no, I did not give. He is also from Mumbai actually.
Okay.
So then I called him again. I told, please come down. Then when he came down, we also went down and we took a video. He was waiting for, he was thinking somebody will come and tell him that where's my bill. He was standing for almost half an hour. Then we came out. We said, what are you waiting for? It was us who was calling you from the room. So he was very angry on us and he was laughing. Yeah, it was a prank. It was meant to be a prank, but it became serious when he waited for 30 minutes.
Oh God. That's so bad of you.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
for fun, then they understand all these things. Even cricketers enjoy these things. When the atmosphere is light,
Yeah.
it makes you perform better. If you are very tense and if you're very, if you're thinking about the match and taking pressure, it becomes difficult to perform.
Absolutely, right. So I have been interacting with you from past few days. I could understand that you love India, and you love Indian food.
Yeah.
Tell me some experience related to this.
See, for a cricketer, I don't think there's any cricketer who doesn't love India, because for a cricket crazy nation like India, and for a cricketer who's playing professionally, this is like heaven.
Yeah.
So I came around 2 weeks back, and I was doing my training here. So I'm actually shocked that there's so much of cricket in India, that if you spend around a month over here, you can reach a certain level after some time. So it's that good. And about the food, definitely Indian food, who doesn't like? And since I've been here, honestly, I've gained 2 or 3 kilos because of this food. I'm trying everything new. Whenever I think of having something light, my friends come up and say, let's go there, let's go there. So it becomes difficult to control. But Indian food, definitely, it's very delicious. I love it.
What is your favorite?
Biryani,
Okay.
and then I like.
There's so many.
There are so many
varieties.
biryanis. Yeah,
Biryani.
all of them. All of them should be biryani.
It's not just simple biryani in India. It's like
No,
dum biryani,
yeah.
Hyderabadi biryani, Lucknow
All of
biryani.
them.
I'm from Lucknow.
Yeah, so Lucknowi biryani also is there, right?
Yes.
So any biryani.
Egg biryani, veg
Ah,
biryani.
any
paneer
biryani, any biryani.
Okay.
So it's good. Also, I like a lot of curry items as well.
Mhm.
In Lucknow, I think there's nihari also.
Yes.
Yeah, so I.
Slow cooked meat basically.
Ah.
It could be slow cooked meat. It could be chicken. It could be mutton, or.
Yeah, I love nihari also.
Okay.
So-
So have you ever tried in Lucknow? Have you been there?
No, I've been to Delhi. I've tried it in Delhi, but I've never been to Lucknow. But I've heard that a lot of good food over there. Somewhere I've been close to Lucknow, but not exactly Lucknow.
Okay. Lucknow is good for.
Yeah, food. Yeah, everyone
knows.
knows.
Mehman Nawazi.
Exactly.
Okay, Nazakat.
Yeah.
It's very famous. So it's
Good.
my hometown. So.
They have good Urdu speaking skills also.
Yes.
Lucknowi people, right?
Yeah. So we actually speak a mix of Hindi, Urdu, and English.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they understand all the Urdu words and everything, right? They can read Urdu also.
Sorry.
They can read Urdu as well.
Few Mohammedans people actually, when they actually grew, they
Hmm.
go to school, so they have like compulsory Urdu
Classes or sessions, yeah.
So they do get but I didn't. But
Okay.
whoever would like to opt, they can. So
They
we
can.
have actually options, whether I can opt into computers or
Okay, okay,
Sanskrit,
okay.
drawing, art, or any other language
Okay.
if we want to. So I know a few of my people because I'm from Lucknow, so I have lived in a multicultural world, I would say. So I have friends, Hindu, Sikh, Muslim, Mohammedan, all people
All.
were there. So I'm pretty much well versed of all the culture, I would say. So that's why we were talking and I said Inshallah. You were like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
you're talking
yeah,
fast.
Arab, yeah.
I was like, no, I learned it when I was very little. So Sufyan, tell me about your hometown, your friends.
I was born and brought up in Oman, Muscat. Even my siblings, all of them were born and brought up in Oman. And I have started playing my cricket in Oman. Like other cricketers, most of them have played in India or Pakistan, they have a background. But I have just learned cricket by watching on TV and YouTube. That's it. So I didn't have any coach initially. So it's all about myself. And initially when we played in Oman, it was like we didn't have proper grounds. We had sand grounds, mud grounds, and cement mat, a mat on cement.
Okay.
We used to play like that. And those mud grounds had little stones as well. We used to get injured while fielding. Sometimes there were stitches. It was difficult. So we have come from a tough background. We have had a tough journey where we, it was the difficult moment. It was like for most of my life I was playing over there. Most of my life I was playing on stand grounds and mud grounds. So because of that, when now our board launched 2 grounds, and there was a World Cup held in one of the grounds as well, T20 World Cup. That was 2021. So with having these grounds, it feels like heaven because it's all plain grass, and we know that there will not be any uneven bounce. So it feels good because we have come from a tough journey. And in Oman, I'm actually very happy to see now there are many academies, cricket academies, and I see that the population is taking interest in cricket, and they follow me as well because I'm the only Omani national in the Oman national team. And so that's what I aim as well, because I might not get that to that point where I want to be in terms of obviously compared to India and Pakistan, the cricketers have a certain level. We are just, you can say, we are coming up and we have reached a good point. I want the youngsters to take up this game in Oman, the locals watching me, and so that that certain level of interest altogether builds up to the betterment of the country. And the good thing is that now Oman is going to send its team to Asian Games and Olympics with all Omani nationals. So we have a whole team of genuine Omani nationals who are originally from Oman going to be playing in these events, big events. So it's a good thing. And of course, how can we forget the men's national team that has players from different nationalities? It's because of them the standard of cricket is coming up. The locals are learning, the interest is building, the team is coming up. So we can never sideline them, we can never forget them. It's a big role they are playing towards the betterment of cricket in our country.
Absolutely, and thank you to them that they have supported you and they are now actually sponsoring and supporting
Definitely.
you as well, so that
And also our cricket board, it's headed by one of the big families, Kimji families. They are also originally from India, and they are now settled in Oman. Very supportive in cricket. It's because of their support and vision that cricket is coming up. And of course, our head coach is from Sri Lanka, Mr. Dilip Mendes. He's a former Sri Lankan player.
Okay.
And the whole structure, I think it's because of these people, basically.
I have another question since we were talking about food and all. So I want to understand how do you keep up when it comes to health? Because since you mentioned that it was very new sport for Oman, so I'm sure it would have been difficult to manage the diet because maybe you didn't have any professional to tell you, okay, this is to eat, this is how you have to practice, this is how you need to manage your time. So how you keep up with it?
See, initially when I started playing, I was a teenager. So during teenage, you don't much care about your diet. It doesn't, affect the body much. But as you grow up, as you reach a certain point, you have to be careful with the diet, especially in Gulf countries, where the lifestyle is very easy. Mostly you're indoors, and everything you want can be available. So overall, I think it's just upon yourself. Like when we played the World Cup, after that there were many people to guide us, and even for any cricketer, any sportsman, it's on yourself how you want to take up your diet, because if you don't look after yourself, you're not going to perform, you're not going to be in that shape. And for me, basically when it's all about diet, it's only grilled food, and all junk is off, and lot of sacrifice, because in these countries there are a lot of options to eat, and but most of them is unhealthy, and you have to decide whether you want to go this side or you want to go this side. If you want to have a good future in cricket, you have to sacrifice. If you are thinking to just enjoy the game and just be part of it, then you can go that side. So I think it's on your personal choice.
Rightly said. So how do you manage your time, since I'm sure that you travel a lot, you mentioned, and at the same time you have to practice a lot, and whenever you're traveling, I think you have to live in the hotels and all. So it would have been very difficult to manage and keep up with your schedule. So how do you do that?
See, this is like a lifestyle. Basically, as I said, if you want to stay fit, it's a lifestyle. We don't actually think like it's a responsibility or it's something additional. Yeah, I think personally it's a lifestyle. I mean, you're used to the whole thing, and when you travel around the world, you have to take time. In fact, I have a good memory of this. When we went to Bangladesh in around 2019 or 2018, we were staying in a hotel where all the teams were there, like India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh. And the day Indian team arrived, they came from a long journey. There was these guys like MS Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, all of them were there, Shekhar Dhawan. And I am eyewitness. I saw Virat Kohli just checking into the hotel, straight away changing and going to the gym. But others were, changing and going to the dining area. But I saw him personally changing and going to the gym. So that's called dedication, and you see where he is today. So we also, he's like an inspiration to us, and we know that if we want to play good level, we have to take care of our diet, we have to take care of our fitness. And in these countries like Oman and UAE and the Gulf region, it's difficult to stay fit because, as I told you, life is very easy over there. So, but now we have reached that point, we know we have to do it.
Definitely. You have to work hard, and hard work pays off.
Definitely.
And I can see it, and we have seen it, if we talk about any other cricketer who have achieved, definitely. I have few questions related to Oman culture as well. Maybe you can answer that later. First, I want to understand school.
In schools, there are Omani schools and there are international schools as well. So international schools have cricket in them, cricket teams, and there are inter-school competitions as well. But now Oman Cricket is aiming to bring cricket to Omani schools as well.
Okay.
So they're working on the grassroots level, and in few years' time we'll have Omani schools playing cricket as well. So that's how it is normally. International school have cricket already.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I think you follow football more. Oman people actually follow football more.
Yes.
Okay. Which one is your favorite team when it comes to football?
Football?
Yeah.
I only watch the World Cup. I don't watch any leagues.
Okay.
Only World Cup.
Okay.
And even in that, when people are like, you get to know which team is good when you hear from people, and I support that team. That's it. I don't have any favorite.
So you don't follow.
But there was a time I liked Brazil when Ronaldo was in the team. Ronaldo, Roberto Carlos, Cafu. That time was my favorite. After that, when they retired, I did not watch football very closely.
Okay. So that was your interest area.
Yeah,
In that case.
yeah. After that, I just occasionally I watch sometimes, but not. I don't have, actually even cricket. I don't get time to watch.
Okay.
Before I used to watch matches, test matches, one day matches, T20 matches, but now because of the schedule, it becomes difficult. But maybe at night you watch highlights, sometimes that's it. Otherwise, no live matches now. Even this World Cup which happened in India, I don't remember watching any match live.
Okay.
All the matches were I watched highlights. That's it. Only the good ones. That also only the good ones. Otherwise, I used to follow the scores only.
That's called life.
That's how it is. And before, I remember I used to watch the World Cup like every match, but now it's because of the schedule maybe.
And okay, I think my other question was related to culture, Oman culture. So I want to know about Oman culture. And since you mentioned that you have a lot of Indians as well over there, so how do they get gel with Omanians and how do they celebrate their festivals? Because India is full of festivals.
Yeah.
Every month we have something or the other happening. So how is it over there?
Look, Oman is a Muslim country, and the the best part about Oman is that it is very peaceful compared to other countries. Like I have personally witnessed people saying that Oman is the most peaceful country in the world right now, and it's full of natural beauty. There's no tall buildings. There's no artificial things. It's all natural, mountains and the view and everything. So Omani people are basically they have different castes, and they are very close to the Indian culture. They are close to the Indian culture because of the history.
Because I can sense that because
Yeah.
you speak very fluent Hindi.
Yeah, and there are many Omanis who can speak Hindi as well. They love Bollywood. All the Bollywood shows are sold out in Oman when there's a Bollywood movie.
Which one is your favorite actor?
Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, all the Khans I like. And about the culture I was telling you, they are very much into Bollywood. They love Bollywood, and they are very close to the Indian culture. And about the festivals, it's mostly the Muslim festivals like Eid, and you get holidays for Eid, like a week holiday almost. And you get they do celebrate Diwali as well. The Indian population over there, they are in large numbers. Most of the private sector companies have Indians basically mostly, and there are temples also in Oman. There are churches also, but mostly it's more of mosques. But it's good. I mean, under the leadership of His Majesty Sultan Haitham, it's good. I mean, we cannot forget the services of our previous His Majesty passed away a few years back. It's because of his vision and his leadership. Oman is having a diverse culture, where everybody is respected and everybody has the right to follow what they want to follow.
That's amazing. Absolutely.
And the best part is it's very secure. I mean, even at
It is very safe country.
safe country, at night around 1 or 2 or 3, whatever the time, you can easily walk anywhere, any place.
Really.
Yes, it's very safe. The crime rate is around maybe less than 10% also. It's very less. So that's how it is, and that's the reason we love our country.
So, this question just came out of curiosity in my mind. What about women over there? So, are they also able to follow their passion, and are they also like going out and working?
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Because in India, I think anywhere in the world, people have perception that when it comes to Muslim countries, that women don't get the freedom and they
No.
cannot go out and work.
No, that is
with
wrong.
guys.
A lot of Omani in colleges and in the private sector and public sector, there are a lot of women who are working and who are studying.
Okay.
I have studied in Oman, so in my university, there were like many women. Mostly it was women dominated, and even the offices they're very bright and they're very good at work. It's a perception. It's all propaganda on media. I feel personally. There is nothing like that. Women are easy. Even a woman can walk at night easily.
Really? It's
Yeah.
that safe.
Of course, due to the Islamic culture, you cannot wear Western clothes. Like Western means very much Western. But normally, if you are a tourist, if you are roaming around in casuals, it's okay. It's no problem.
Okay.
It's like that.
Yeah. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. It's not like
No.
that people are like not letting women go.
No,
out
no,
and,
no, no.
You know.
That is all. I think the media. Because of media, I think people think about all this, but
And
it is wrong.
it's again it's media and as well as it's political agenda.
Of course, it's mostly the media and political side,
Yeah.
but I'm staying there, and I know that there is nothing like that
Yeah.
in the whole region, not only in Oman,
Yeah,
whole
no,
region.
It seems I am from Lucknow. Since I mentioned, I have, grew up with all
Yeah.
cultural people. I have had all religion friends, and I was not able to relate when I heard that this is happening. So I was like, maybe there are exceptions, but not everywhere.
See, little bit of what you're saying, extremism is everywhere,
Yeah.
even here, even any part of the world.
Yes.
That's called like maybe 10% or 5%. But from my life in Oman, I don't remember any incident where I've seen all this, where women are being, giving less
Treated
opportunities, or they're unfair to women. Never,
That's great. Amazing.
never in my life.
Amazing. What are the similarities since you have traveled the world? But specifically, I want to ask about Oman and India. What are the similarities you see?
I think if you talk about similarities, the food, Omani food, is little bit similar to the Indian food. Not exactly similar, but I feel little bit. I mean,
Okay.
the spices and everything. They love meat as well. They love chicken as well. So all those things. And apart from that, as I told you, they love Bollywood. So I know some Omani. I have Omani friends who have learned Hindi by watching Bollywood movies.
Okay.
Many of them. So they are crazy for Bollywood. Most of them. Even if they don't understand the language, they read subtitles and they go and watch the movie in the theater.
Okay.
So it's like that. Other than that, I think now that cricket is coming up, we can see this will be another similarity between the culture. Else, I think I don't remember anything much.
And I'm just switching the topic
Hmm.
right now. So, what are your future plans and what you look up to? What who is a cricketer that you want to follow and you think, okay, I want to become like this?
See, now I think in the future I have few years of cricket now. I'm 31 now, so maybe 6 years more. I plan to achieve more for my country, and now that cricket is coming up, we want to end up at that point where cricket is all settled. Then the younger generation can make use of it and enjoy the whole thing. We want to keep everything ready for them. So with regards to that, we need to stay fit. We need to make sure that we continue performing. And my future plans are simple. I'm planning to play more leagues now. And in the off season, I go to US as well. And as I said, I enjoy watching good cricket. I don't have any specific cricket idols, but I watch good cricket and I learn from that. That's what I did from childhood.
You're actually setting a benchmark for upcoming cricketers.
Yeah. Yes, I think this generation of our players in the national team, all of us are doing this.
Yes.
And even our coach says that maybe you might not get benefit much, but the next generation will be benefited by your efforts. So that's good. Somebody.
Country is already proud of you and it's going to be
Yeah,
more
definitely.
proud of you. And whatever you're doing for your country, hats off to you.
Thank you so much. And to the youngsters also, I think the message from me is I have come up for playing cricket with hard work, of course, and a lot of sacrifices. So it's the same thing. Don't give up. There are a lot of points and in your life where you think you have to give up, but no. Giving up is the easiest option.
Yes.
So just fight and follow your passion, and whatever it is, cricket or anything, fight till the end where you feel that you have reached that point. Because I feel in our culture, specifically in our region and even in India, parents are only towards the fact that studies. They forget that if a child has a special talent, you need to support that. You need to fight it out. Yeah, you need to make sure that he comes out of, brings out all those things which are in him. So even to the parents, don't discourage your child. Let him do what he wants to do. If you think he's good at cricket, let him play. If you think he's good at singing, let him sing. Because that's how you bring out the talent. Otherwise, if you just keep saying that you have to study and you put that pressure on the child, then I think it ends up nowhere.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And I can see whatever you're saying, it is coming with a lot of experience.
Yes.
And I'm sure I can figure it out that you must have had very ups and downs in your journey. So have you ever felt that, okay, maybe I can just quit, and maybe since you are good in studies, maybe you can get into some corporate or normal job?
No, there were certainly many points where I thought I should give up. But then I always think that it's been a long journey. Giving up is very easy. I personally believe if I'm in the system, like the cricket system in our country, I will get to play and I will get new opportunities. Like for example, we're going to play Asian Games and Olympics. If I'm not in the system, how will I play? And we're going to play the World Cup this next year. If I'm not in the system, how will I get the opportunity? How will I give myself a chance? So that is my thinking, that if you are in the system, you will get things. If you give up, nobody will care. If you give up, it's your personal decision. It's the end of it, and then you will not get the opportunities. So giving up, there were many chances, but no, I just thought if I give up, it's going to ruin my whole passion and the whole journey. So it will not be very easy for me to give up.
Absolutely. And see, you're here.
Even last year, imagine I had, this year, not last year, since it's the end of the year, I'm talking about it. I got a knee injury, January.
Okay.
That was the first time I got injured in 10, 11 years. So I got a knee injury, I came to Mumbai. I went to a good hospital because I was confused whether I should do a surgery or not. And in that period, I realized that even if you're out of the system, you will not get opportunities. You're out, and nobody will ask you. That happened. I was not in the system. I was injured, so everything was against me. I came to Mumbai. I took opinion from a good doctor. He's one of the experienced doctors, and he told me not to get it operated. I was actually confused whether I should get it operated or not.
So you restarted everything again?
Yes. Then I had to do my rehabilitation. It took 6 months. When I came back, I got a fracture on my finger right after coming back. When this recovered again, I got a muscle tear, same leg. So this is all. The reason I'm telling this is that I could have easily given up, but it's not very. It's not how a sportsman thinks. You need to push yourself. Injuries and all those things will keep coming, but you have to push yourself and make sure that you reach that ultimate goal which you have.
I have one of my friend actually. He's very passionate about cricket and he plays every weekend. Saturday, Sundays, he has a team of local people from corporate work or maybe friends. They actually create a team and they actually play. So he was telling me a story that cricketers do not have like straight finger.
Yeah.
Because they have
See?
to. So I wanted to have a look. So
Not
exactly.
straight.
I think that finger.
This one also not
so
straight.
mostly they are all broken.
Yeah.
Because you get fracture, you get twist or something. So your fingers are not, especially this one.
Yeah. See, it's not straight.
Yeah, it's not really straight.
Yeah.
And I got to know that I was surprised. That sometimes.
Yeah, it's because when the ball hits your fingers,
Yeah.
there's an impact. Because of the impact, these things happen. Sometimes your ligament is damaged. Sometimes you get a fracture. So you don't recover completely, and then you start playing again. This happens.
And you guys are like always in pain.
Yeah, I think injuries like
Endure that pain. You like.
if it's not a fracture, we are used to it.
Okay.
If there's a bruise or if there's an impact without a fracture, we are used to it. Many times we get hit while batting also.
So,
While batting, while bowling, it's normal. If it's not a fracture, it's okay. We are used to it. We get marks sometimes.
bruises.
Yeah, bruises. So it's normal for us.
So how many hours you do practice every day?
Every day we have 3 to 4 hours practice, and then our gym sessions and pool sessions, recovery sessions. So like cricket practice only for 2-3 hours. Skill training.
Skill training.
Yeah, it's all.
Your physical
Yes.
training and endurance.
Yes.
All those sort of.
Yeah.
And do you do meditation, yoga, and all as well?
No, I don't do meditation because I don't think that because the cricketer normally I'm not saying people who do meditation are not strong mentally, but it's just like a practice. Some people feel comfortable after doing meditation. They feel relaxed, they feel positive. But till now, I think I personally don't feel. I feel bored when I do yoga. I don't know why, but that's how it is. I'm not. I have not reached that point where I think I should do meditation.
I think it's not for
It's
everyone.
yeah, it's not for everyone. It depends on individual. If you are comfortable, they do. I'm not very. I don't have much. I've tried it once, but I did not get the results. So I'm not very passionate about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have tried.
Maybe I think I have not. I tried it when I didn't need it. Something like that. Maybe. Also.
Because I have tried to do meditation, I sleep.
Yeah, something like that. And some people say you wake up early morning and close your eyes, hear the birds. I will sleep again if I do that. So,
Okay.
yeah, so it's just individual to individual. I'm not being disrespectful to anyone who does that,
Yeah, absolutely.
but it
It's not
depends
for
on person to
everyone.
person.
Everything is
Yes,
not for
yes,
everyone.
yes, yes.
Whoever can get the results, positive
Definitely.
results, should continue and do it.
Yeah,
If you're not getting benefit, if you're not getting the outcome, just leave it.
definitely.
And maybe you can choose something else. Isn't it?
This also reminds me of something of different topic. Uh, when my parents used to say that you stop playing cricket, I used to tell them that what I'm doing, okay, what I'm doing cannot be done by everyone. Okay, not everyone can play cricket, right? But everyone is working and getting money, right? But I can do that. I can also work. I can earn money in office or in anywhere. I can, if I cannot do that, I can learn at least. But anyone cannot come and learn cricket and play for national team. So that is the difference between us and between them.
That's not easy.
So that point, my parents also didn't have any answer for that.
I think you're a risk taker. I think you are a risk taker that I can figure it out.
Some people say a cricketer and an army man is same. You're used to getting hit.
Yeah.
You're in danger, right?
Yes.
And in cricket, it looks like an easy game. But imagine a ball coming to you at the speed of 145, 150 kilometers per hour within a small distance. Very difficult. Your reflexes should be A1 to tackle that.
Yeah.
Little bit of loss in focus. There was a cricketer who passed away. Remember, he's from Australia, Phil Hughes.
What was his name?
Phil Hughes.
Felix.
Yeah, he got hit on the neck and he passed away right in the ground. So it's not an easy game. If people think that it's easy, it's not easy.
Definitely.
People who watch, maybe you think it's easy.
No. I have played. I can tell you that it's not easy because a lot of times I got hit.
Yeah.
I used to cry for hours कि तुमने मुझे क्यों मारा?
And that was like come pace, less
एक बार
speed. Yeah?
वैसे मुंह पे पड़ी.
हाँ.
And when we play with brothers, so we don't have any guards.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, definitely.
So we bare hand. There's no gloves. There's no what does it called, pads and all. And जहाँ पे भी and we used to play with that
Tennis ball.
plastic वाली ball.
Okay.
So जहाँ पे भी whenever we used to play, so it will hit
Yeah,
like
impact.
it will have a very strong impact.
Yeah.
You can literally feel pain to your brains.
Actually, even in cricket, if you get afraid of the ball, definitely you will get hurt with the ball. If you are fearless, you will see it will not harm you. It's like that.
And that too, you have a different ball. It's very
Yes, it's very heavy. It's a leather ball.
leather ball.
Yeah, it's very.
Yeah.
So it's basically like that. If you are scared of it, it will hit you.
I have never played with leather ball. My brothers used to play, but I have just folded it.
Yeah, it's but when you play, you get used to it. It's normal.
Of course. Yeah. So since my team mentioned that everybody have a story, background, and struggle, so that is the only reason actually I named my podcast "Everyone Matters" is because I had this thought process that every person has story, and everyone have struggled somewhere or the other. It could be mental, it could be physical, it could be anything.
Definitely.
So I feel like everyone have a story to share. So that's why I'm including all those people who have achieved something, have contributed to the society, and see yourself. You are contributing a lot to your country. You are actually making history. So many people will come after you, and they will say thank you so much, whatever you did, and you have actually provided path to them
Yes.
to do something extra beyond, right? So that's why I'm creating this channel, this podcast named Everyone Matters, so that I can share stories of people like you, and if it can inspire one person, it will be like a dream come true for me.
No, I think this is really nice. The name which you have kept, Everyone Matters, right?
Yeah.
So not everyone nowadays is thinking much about this, but it is great because it shows that how you want you want to give importance to everyone.
Yes.
So that's really nice. I think it will get good audience engagement as well.
Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate your team as well. They have been really good, and I met all of you guys first time,
Yes.
but not even once I felt that this is the first time. Honestly, means
Okay, I have a very important question for the youngsters who want to become a cricketer.
जी.
For all the Indians, anywhere for Oman as well. So if somebody wants to become a cricketer, what is the important thing that they should have in their mind?
Discipline. And some people say you should have talent as well. I feel personally that even if you don't have talent, I mean less than a highly talented person, cricketer, you can polish your talent and reach a certain point with your hard work. So hard work can make you reach that point of talent, and that is important. Number two is the discipline that covers everything like the diet, the health, and the fitness, lifestyle, discipline towards the ground, reaching on time, and your attitude towards the game. So it's a vast topic. So I think this is most important. And if you're talking about the talent, some people say that if a child is not talented, so we should stop playing. No, there are many cricketers and many sportsmen in the world who were not good at it. Maybe they were struggling, but with their hard work, they reached the point now. So, for example, Virat Kohli was not Virat Kohli since beginning. He came through a point. He came through a journey. Lot of hard work, lot of discipline, lot of courage. And then I think hard work and discipline. These are the two things you need to follow.
When you actually started playing cricket and you were yet to make a name and you were yet to have that deal breaker time moment. So, usse pehle, before that, have you heard those criticism coming from friends or relatives that why you're doing this, why you're struggling, you should do that, you should do that, like that?
No, for me, I did not experience it at all. But as I told you, my parents were more into like you have to focus on your studies. That was the part where I used to get discouraged. But with what you're saying, that people coming up to you and saying why are you playing and stuff, no, it didn't happen. But yes, I see on social media and I see even around us, like when you don't perform, there are many people to criticize. They can write anything to you, they can say anything to you, but when you perform, you will see only less people around you. That's how the whole world is. So we are used to it now, and with the social media comments, we don't care. I personally don't care. I can ignore anyone anytime.
Yeah, it happens a lot since it's an emotion,
Yeah.
especially in India. So I have seen if any of the cricketer is just couldn't play well, or maybe they got out in like few overs, so they got criticized like anything.
Yes.
And whenever they do well, people say okay, good. But one match, if they cannot perform, they're like literally thrashed. So do you have anything to say about it?
See, that's how it is. A sportsman, there will be less days where he'll be successful. More days he will be ordinary or he will fail. So if you are not strong mentally to take these comments, then I don't think you should play. That's why a sportsman is always tough, and he's used to it. He's used to the comments. He's used to criticism. He's used to praising everything. So I think a sportsman, if he has to be mentally tough, he has to be used to all these things.
That's right. Sufyan, let's talk about pressure. How do you handle pressure from your country? Because you are representing your country, you're the team, and whenever you win or you lose, a lot of emotions are going back to your country, and I'm sure there is a lot of pressure. And another question I have, since you play with a lot of big cricketers, Namcheen cricketer, you can say. So, do you have pressure to perform and prove yourself?
Look, as I said, pressure is something which is in any sport, not only cricket. When you're playing at the top level, pressure is something which will always be there. So, as I said, if you're mentally strong, you can handle pressure. For me, if our coach says that if tomorrow you have a big game, don't start playing the game now. You're going to play the game tomorrow. That means sometimes you start thinking about the game. Okay, that tomorrow I will go to the field, I will do this, I will do that. And that what happens is it builds up into your body, and then your reflexes, your muscles all get stiff during the match day. Your pressure is something that can do very bad to you. So what he says is, and what I believe also, is when you are in the field, that's when you have to think about the game. What I have to do. Once you're not in the field, it's off. Don't think about it. If you perform, forget it. If you don't perform, forget it. That's how you can handle pressure. Right? And with regards to your second question, that is playing with the top players. I was in US Masters League.
Who all were
Suresh Raina, Gautam Gambhir, Shahid Afridi, not Virat Kohli, is not retired. That was like most of the players who are retired now. Just retired. Chris Gayle. So a lot of players were there. So it's not that I'm pressurized because I have to, I have to perform. It's that I have to show my talent in front of them. So that means whenever we are playing a match, when we played matches with them, they are someone who have played for their life, like they are legends now. So in front of them, how you can perform, how you can learn from them, and how you can take advice. And the best thing is all of them were very supportive, and they most of them now know me. So it's very easy for me to ask for advice, cricketing tips. I did that also, and they were very supportive. Not even once I felt that they were arrogant, which the world thinks. No, all of them were supportive. They were very keen to know about Oman. They knew about Oman's journey to the World Cup. So it's like a good sign. We felt good, and we felt that the cricket is coming up in our country. So that's how it is. Over there, I personally did not feel that much of pressure, which I thought before going there, because all the big names and you're between them, they made you feel like family.
Isn't it great to be with them? You have actually witnessed them like on TV or maybe on YouTube. You must have seen them online, but not really in real life. Like, how did you feel? What was the feeling?
See, these players, these are the players whom I started watching and learned from them during their days when I went. So obviously it feels great, and you get to learn a lot because they have just retired now after playing and after serving their country for so long. So whatever you ask them, whatever skill questions or any fitness questions you ask them, they are ready to answer you. And the best thing is they never they never find ways to escape when you ask a question. They are always helpful. Anytime in the field, off the field.
Not having that
No, nothing. If you are a cricketer, they will always respect you and they will give you time. That's what they did. And the best thing also is that even over there were players from all over the world. And all of them are gelling well. Like whatever we see on media, I think it's different. All of them are having good bonding, good friendship, because they have played with each other over the years. So that was also one thing which I liked.
Awesome. How do you handle political impact when it comes to sport? Since would you like to talk about all life matters?
See, actually, I am someone who believes that politics should be away from cricket, but somehow or the other, it doesn't happen like that. Sometimes whatever you want doesn't happen. Okay, I think it is for a player or for anyone. I think everyone should have a right to be allowed to express what they choose or what they feel.
Yes.
So definitely, as you said, your segment name is All Lives Matter. That's what it should be. Maybe it can be anywhere in the world. Humanity is humanity. Okay, and all lives matter definitely. With whatever is happening around the world, anywhere and everywhere, I feel we should understand that all the lives matter, without being biased.
Innocent people should not lose their lives
Yes.
because of any agenda.
Yes, definitely. So that's how it should be, and the right to support should be there.
Yes.
Like you might have seen the news, the Australian player is trying to support this thing, All Lives Matter. But there are some forces which are not allowing him to do that. So I think it's normal. Actually, it's normal. It's basic. It's a normal thing for everyone that all lives matter. If a normal
Stand
person.
for humanity.
Yeah, a normal person will understand that humanity is first, then comes everything. So that's what I believe in as well.
I hope people can understand this, that we have to stand for us, for our people, for
Yes.
humanity. We should not follow something blindly.
Yes.
We need to know what is the background. Again, even though we understand, I think care for people should always be there.
Exactly, definitely. And also, I personally feel for a cricketer, for a sportsman, sports and politics should not be mixed up. But as I said, it's happening. So when it happens like that, then you have the right to raise up your voice.
I think it is happening because a lot of money is involved now in the cricket. When it comes to money, then politics.
I think now a lot of cricketers have a good amount of followers.
So last but not the least, do you have anything to talk about us? Would you like to share your experience with us today?
No, as I said, I met you guys for the first time, but not even for a second I felt this is the first time. Everyone is really friendly, very cooperative, and yourself, your team. I mean, not as I said, I cannot even feel that you guys are meeting me for the first time. So I appreciate and I hope that these episodes they reach to thousand episodes, and
Millions?
yeah, definitely. And best wishes to all of you. And your team is great. As you said, teamwork makes dream work. So I can see that happening already. Yeah.
Thank you to you all.
Thank you so much.
For coming and sharing all of your experience, and all the best to you as well.
Thank you so much.
So tell me about the King of Oman who recently visited India.
Yeah, our king Sultan Haitham. His name is Sultan Haitham. He visited New Delhi few weeks back, around couple of weeks back, and I think India and Oman share a good bonding and good friendship because of the history and because of the similarities, as I said. So there was a very interesting thing for us also. Mr. Prime Minister Modi mentioned about Oman cricket team also, that Oman cricket has qualified for the World Cup, and we wish
Isn't
good.
it a big achievement?
Very big achievement, and it felt very good inside. As Prime Minister of a country praising your cricket team shows where we have come to the level. So definitely we share a good bonding, and I hope that now with this visit, lot of opportunities for both the nations can open up.
Yes.
For us playing IPL, and also Indian football players playing in Oman.
Definitely. Would you like to say something to your king? How you can get his support?
See, His Majesty is already being very supportive in cricket. You might be shocked to know he has studied from UK, so he used to play cricket also. He is a proper Arab national, and he used to play cricket. He takes interest in cricket. He knows everything about cricket, and he's helping us to promote the game in Oman also. I have met him personally also. So he's a very nice person with a great vision, and not only for cricket, even for the whole country. He's following the footsteps of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. He passed away a few years back. So I think we are blessed to have such leaders in our country. As I said, peace is something which the world is searching for now. And in our country, I can say we are, we are like 100% in that, towards that topic. If you talk about peace, we are safe. And apart from that, even the economy is doing well. We can see that Omani Riyal is equal to around 230 Indian rupees. So it's strong, and that shows how the country is coming up. So it's all thanks to them, of course.
I would like to say thank you to Your Majesty as well.
Thank you so
Maybe
much.
one day I can do an interview with him also.
Surely. With your team, you can do anything.